now watching the Gobcast. Viewer discretion is advised. You can now watch the Gobcast in 4K uncensored exclusively on Spotify.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boy Goblin. We're back once again with another episode of the Gobcast. Somewhere in the 50s, mid-50s. I mean, I'm not quite sure. I couldn't tell you. I don't really count very often around here. But what I can tell you right now is we have some very, very questionable calls today. In particular, because of the topic that I asked you guys about. Today, we're talking about benzos, we're talking about Xans, we're talking about K-pins, and we're talking about some very degenerate stuff. I have gathered some very, very bad calls today. We have someone who, I honestly, I don't even know if I want to spoil many of these, so I'll only let you in on a few, but we have someone who went to Tijuana to be a DJ and blacked out off the Xans at the event and completely blew it by the sounds of it. We have someone who just says they almost shot somebody and then hangs up. So we have some very questionable ones. I don't know if I'm going to let you in on any more, but what I am going to do is ask you to drop a like, drop a sub, okay? Also, I just want to say real quick, I was just in North Carolina, very nice state, you know, very, very nice place. The barbecue is very on point. So North Carolina viewers, I'm giving you your accolade here. You have a stamp of approval. I think the best barbecue I've eaten in my life so far, I just had in North Carolina. So, wow. I mean, just stunning. I'm thinking I still haven't eaten. Dude, it was yesterday at about noon Eastern. It's currently about 1:30 Pacific the following day. And my God, I haven't eaten a bite of anything since. And I'm not even hungry. Listen. Let's just dive into it, okay? Shout out North Carolina. Shout out all the bartards calling in today, man. If you're a bartard, you know what it is. You know that these calls are probably going to be very degenerate. Now, a lot of the bartards are still resting. It's 1 p.m. If you know anything about these people, you know I'm a former one, a former very deep bartard, and I tell you right now, 1 p.m. is an early wake-up time. All right, let's listen in.
Yo, Goblin. I see that today's topic is benzos. I want to tell you about the time I went out to Tijuana to a pharmacy, grabbed a bunch of Xanax.
The pharmacy Xanax makes it, like, so much more interesting. So much more interesting. I've never gone to Mexico before. I've never been. So I've heard these stories of for those of you guys who aren't aware, there's pharmacies in Mexico that dispense, I mean, pretty much a lot more than just Xanax. I mean, you can name it. There's a lot of content that I've seen online, so take this with a grain of salt. I've never been, obviously, that claim that a lot of these pharmacies are owned by the cartel. But also, this is like, I don't know the legality of it there. I just know you can walk into a lot of these places and like buy pretty much any kind of pill you want and walk out. Pretty nuts that you can just go across the border and do that. I mean, at least maybe they're safe if it's a real pharmacy, but I don't really know how the system is down there. Like, what's the verification process for a pharmacy there, And
I had a DJ gig, so I thought it was a good idea.
Sounds like the pharmacies are almost like smoke shops down there, dude.
To take 3 bars and drink on top of it. Needless to say, I got escorted out because I had fallen asleep behind the DJ booth.
No. You can't slump out at work. You can't do that. We got to call this guy. In Tijuana, too. Tijuana's a pretty big, like, party city, dude.
Yo, what up?
Yo, I just heard your voicemail. You're on the Gobcast. Do you mind being recorded?
Of course. What up, man?
Yo, so I have a lot of questions, honestly.
Hey, go for it.
I mean, first and foremost, just to start, you had a DJ gig in Tijuana?
No. So there's this bar called the Cowshed in San Marcos in Southern California, and I was booked at night. So that day, I had went out to Tijuana to go grab some Xans and some Hydros from a pharmacy there. Because it's that easy. You just go there, and it's like they don't serve to their own, but like American dollars, they'll give you anything.
Oh, they don't serve, like, if you're a Mexican citizen going in there, they won't sell to you the same
Yeah,
way that.
so like I've been in there so many times, and like if a citizen walks in, they'll like hide that shit, like, and they'll tell them to
Really?
get lost because like in Tijuana, they're all on the street on fentanyl and shit. They're smoking it.
Mm,
But yeah, they will not serve their own kind, like any pain kills or any pills at all.
that's nuts, though. I mean, that's the fact that they won't, like, they hide it for their own people, but they'll happily sell it to anyone
Yeah,
who's a
but
tourist.
they treat us like royalty. Like I'll go there. It's like so say like my normal pickup, but like Zans, like, and they're real Zans, but they're like dollar a piece. But the hydros are like 12 a pop.
$1 a piece for what milligram?
The latter, I think.
Oh,
Is
wow.
that the 2 milligram? I
Yeah,
forgot
it
what
is
the
a
latter
two. That
was.
is a two.
Yeah, so it was straight up
Wow.
Praplan too.
Okay, Mexico. That's impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, and like again, I don't even have a passport, and how easy it is to get across. You just pay the crossing guard like a 20. You're like, hey, here, and they'll tell you have a day pass, even though there's no such thing.
Wait, I'm fascinated by this part. I don't have a passport, so hold on. Let's take a step back
Yeah,
for a
no,
second.
you can still go get across. Either if you drive across, no one you. If you walk across the San Isidro boarding, you go there. They'll ask you, hey, where's your passport? You say, I don't have one. Can I get a day pass? They'll usually pull you aside
Mm-hmm.
in this room, and they'll like, hey, $20. Or if they're feeling ballsy that day, they'll tell you like it's $50. That's the most I ever spent, was $50 across.
Okay, and that's the guards that are on, like, the Mexico side that do that?
Yeah, and when you come back to U.S., the only thing you need is your ID and like a pass. What's called like birth certificate. They can't legally tell you can't come back.
Oh, yeah, true. I mean, you're a rightful citizen, so.
Yeah, and they may ask, like, sometimes they'll ask me, like, hey, why don't you have a passport? And I just tell them, like, hey, I only come to TJ, and I don't really need a passport to go somewhere that's, like, 45 minutes away from me.
Yep. And they ever, like, really hassled you about that, or no?
No. Like, only time they'll try to, like, not you. I've never been shooken up by the U.S. side.
Mhm.
Sometimes the Mexico side will me a little bit. They'll, like, depends on, like, how they're feeling that day.
You
But
just got to get them in a good mood.
Like, say if they're like, yeah. So at any time they'll like, again, if they say $50, I'm like, I only have 20. Depending on how they feel, they're like, no, we're sending you back.
that's a low barrier of entry, though. I mean,
once.
$20 is not bad, man.
Yeah, and I had that happen once, and it still worked out. I still got in for free because they still have to let you down to the Mexico crossing to the U.S. And you get to these crossing guards at the gate, and they ask me, like, oh, do you have a sentry pass to, like, cut the line? I was like, no. Then, like, oh, well, you have to go wait in the back of the line. So I'll go wait in the back of the line, and I'll just go walk off to the pharmacy.
Damn, I didn't realize it was that easy.
Oh, dude, it's harder to get into Costco than it is to get into TJ.
That's nuts. Damn, I might. Well, no,
Yeah.
I'm not going to go try it. Everyone watching, I would never do this.
Nah, like, I mean, I hear your shit. You say like you're on, like, I know you don't like mess with pills or anything. Like, it's probably like no business unless you want to go to Hong Kong and get you stuck for $20.
Dude, I feel like every person on earth who I know who has been to Tijuana has mentioned Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's like,
They have like a limo that picks you up like right there, don't they?
You can get picked up right at the border, and
Oh,
for
wow.
$20, you get like entry's usually free, or you the most I paid to get in was like $5, and they like give you a cerveza right at the door and tell you to go enjoy your time. You walk in, and the first stage is like just two chicks with double-sided. So I don't want to get too graphic on your channel here.
Yeah. Try to keep it, PG-13, I'd say, is good.
PG-13, I got you. But it's definitely a sight. If you've never been to a strip joint, it's entertaining. But
I mean, Hong Kong is definitely
all the
more than a strip joint. That is
oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
If anyone's been to Hong Kong, they know the second floor is where to be.
So
Like there's like 3 floors, but the second one is all the good stuff.
how often do you go to Hong Kong?
I've only been there twice. But I went to TJ a handful of times. It used to be like a tradition every Friday. I would get out of work, go drive
Every
across
Friday?
hit the farm.
With no
Every
passport?
Friday I was going there. No passport, no. They don't care. Especially if you're driving through, because there's no guards to stop you. Like, you just drive in. If you're walking across, you typically, sometimes they don't even care who's walking. They just let everyone walk in. Or they if you look American as fuck, they just say, like, hey, where's your passport?
And they're not, like, searching you when you're walking back across?
No. Like, they when I walk back across, they just say, hey, do you have anything to declare? You walk through, like, a metal detector and shit, and then you have to put your bag through. So they don't search your body. They search your belongings. So, like, literally, if I had, like, a bag of pills, I just put it in my cigarette pack. They don't search your body.
Wow. This is all very new information to me.
I'm surprised. Like, I'm surprised you didn't know this. Like, because I know you're out in LA now, aren't you?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm from the Midwest, so none of my homies are like coming down to the border and going to TJ. You know, I mean, if anything, my homies were going to Canada, so that was like the.
Oh no, Canada, that's harder to get past. Like,
for sure,
yes.
Canada doesn't play.
Mexico, they don't care.
Damn.
Mexico can be bought out. It's like the Wild West. It's a third world country over there sometimes.
So you get these Xans from the pharmacy in Tijuana, and you come back across. You make it back across, and now you've got a DJ gig.
Yeah. So when I first moved out here, I linked up with a DJ, and she was out by COVID, and she had remembered, like, hey. Because I told her, like, hey, I'm from the East Coast. I used to do, like, karaoke and DJ stuff. And she's like, oh, let me get your information if I ever need you to fill in.
Okay.
So that day, this was like a week later after I talked to her, I had no initial plans. And she called me up. She's like, hey, I actually have COVID. Could you cover for me? And essentially how that goes is, like, I'll be a co-host. The bar pays me out at the end of the night. And I split it, even though that's why I ended up quitting, because she kept calling out and then asking me to pay her. So I'm like, this is technically you calling out of work, and you're just saying you're charging me to use your equipment.
Yeah.
Like, it's still, like, you're not there. I'm doing all the work, the setup, the breakdown. But either way, that my first gig, I had these Xans on me. I'm ready to go. The gig is at, like, the bar opens at, like, 8 o'clock, and karaoke and shit starts at, like, 9:30. So it gives me, like, an hour and a half to set everything up. Kind of play some music for the background, kind of draw the crowd to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sitting there at this time, like, I'm not drinking too much, but I got a whole comp tab so I can drink for free.
Oh,
and
wow.
I had already taken I already took 2 Xans because, like, I was prescribed Prazolam at that time. So, like, I had a tolerance. Like, I wasn't sitting there, like, barred the hell out. But the second I popped the third one, and I had like 2 Blue Moons, and then had a couple people, like, they love to party
cocktail
with the DJ. So I'm in the bathroom doing some blow with them. So it's like this teeter-tottering of, like, feeling about the blackout, going back up. So I'm doing blow, Xans, drinking, and probably like 2 hours into my set, like, I'm sitting down on my stool, and it's like I just feel, like, so faded, even though, like, I did coke like 20 minutes ago. That shit, like, lasts only, like, 10, 15 minutes. So I ended up passing out and, like, not, like, fainting, but, like, knocked Xan the fuck out.
Just totally, like, out of it?
Yeah, so, like, apparently when someone had stopped singing, because I call people up by their name, and then I'll play some music in the background after, just kind of get karaoke singers, and then people just requesting music. I had fallen asleep, so, like, the person finished singing, they went to go, like, hand the mic back up to me, and I'm just knocked. And the owner, like, I wake up to, like, I don't know if they thought, like, I was on, like, other pills, because I had the security guard rubbing his knuckle in my chest. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, they might have thought,
like,
you OD'd
stop.
on, like, Fent or some shit.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm just,
Oh.
everyone is force-feeding me alcohol at this point on top of 3 Xans. And I'm like, I just knocked out. And they weren't too mad. I eventually did come back, and because I guess the prior DJ host was even worse. Like, she was on like smoking fentanyl during her sex.
What
So
on
I guess that was
earth?
a blessing. So they didn't care that one-off time. Like I stayed with them for like a couple months. Like I think I did a total of 6 months, and then the constant partying and doing blow every single day of the week. Like
It gets
four
old.
out of 5 days I was there. So I was like, I'm over this shit. I'm 29. I already had my big party days. I'm good with this shit.
So like, did you ever do something like this again in an event, or is this something you had done before, or like, what are the consequences of passing out at like a job like this?
So essentially, like one, because I'm only a co-host, and again, the how this works, it's not a contract. It's essentially they just pay you out of the drawer to kind of bring in people to their bar. So like I was making 120, 125 a night for just hosting, and I'm splitting that evenly between myself and the actual host that is at home. But I eventually just started telling her like I need this whole like all this money for this event because I'm covering you, and eventually we kind of worked something out. But I didn't show up for a month, and then the owner had reached out to me, one asking me if I'm like okay, like we thought you were gone for that night. I explained everything. I was like, no, I just got carried away. And they
Just the
said, well, you're more
Mexican
welcome to
Zans.
host again. Yeah, just it is straight the Mexican Zans, and people have told me that like though it's real Prazlam, that it may be a bit stronger than what you can get on the U.S. Because they're like not pressed, but they're also U.S. side there's markings on a ladder, like you'll see the like 2 or it says Xanax on it. Theirs is completely blank. There's no brand name on their Xans.
Yep.
It's sketchy at first, but they show me the straight bottle that they get it out of, like the actual prescription bottle. I was like, oh, okay, these are real, because when I first ever got my hands on them, you have an unmarked pill. I'm thinking it's a pressed, but they're real, but they're strong as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that you can just go get those down there. That different world for sure.
Yeah, no, that's like, I mean, they're like the biggest contributor to like fentanyl flooding into the U.S. because again, how easy it is to obtain these things there. Any pharmacy, you can like, there's some pharmacies that'll tell you like, oh no, you need a prescription. Most of them, you show up with $150, you're leaving with whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, $1 a Xan, that's a big bag.
They have any painkillers and shit. Like, they have any name brand. They'll sell you fucking M30s too, but they
I've heard.
They do have a conscience. They do have a conscience though, because my buddy tried to buy one. They're like, oh no, we don't want you to, fucking get into this shit. Stick to the hydros.
Oh, that's kind of
them. They care a little bit, but like they don't want you to die. They want you to keep coming back and buying more.
That's kind of them. It's good to know they care somewhat.
Yeah, so they don't want to see you because they see it all over the place. Like I've seen people like the hazmat suits, the yellow caution tape of like dead bodies on the side of people ODing and then getting carried away from a coroner. Like, and that's normal to them in Mexico. They're like, and I remember I brought this up on the line back. You're like, oh yeah, no, we see that shit every day. I was like, God damn. But fentanyl is a bigger thing in Mexico, and not many people know about it. But like every homeless dude is this smoking it or shooting it.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Well, hey man, thank you for calling in and sharing the story. I appreciate it.
No, of course. It's I feel lucky to be it's like the second time I got to be featured on your podcast. So.
Oh, nice. What'd you call about the first time?
I shit my pants.
Oh my God! Wow. Well, have you ever done that in Mexico?
No, that was a one-off. Young,
good.
In church scenario, but I never. That was a good highlight of. That was my first time ever on your podcast, and here I am again. I have some pretty fucking wild stories, and I'm glad to share when you have a good topic that relates.
Well, hey, thanks for calling in and supporting. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good one.
Anytime, man. Thank you. Appreciate everything you do, and I hope you have a great day and even better tomorrow, dude.
Yep, you as well. Bye-bye.
Later.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the next call we have is a very interesting one. This has some layers to it. This one has some depth. We really just listen in. I mean, this is a great one.
These benzos fucked my whole life up, Mr. Goblin. I had started these about 5 months ago, getting them from like a member of the fam.
just for like any.
The family Zans are dangerous. That's like a plug you'll always have. When the drugs are coming from a family member, it's different. It's not the same as like your homie serving it to you.
So I'd be super anxious. Then I started using them to have a good time whenever I got put on my ankle monitor because I couldn't drink.
Ankle monitor? The fuck did you do? What did you do,
Then
brother?
I started taking, I was prescribed Adderall. I started taking that, and then I needed the Xans more to help me come down without having panic attacks and shit. Then I got prescribed K-pens for insomnia, was abusing the fuck out of those while also getting my bars on the side, ruined my relationship. I don't have a job anymore. I'm just sitting
lost
here
the job, lost the relationship, ankle monitor. This guy's cooked. Guys, this guy is cooked, I think. I mean, we have to call him. We're going to talk to him about the bounce back. Let's go.
Hello?
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
Shit, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, shit. Are you driving right now?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm on the way to the dispensary.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. You got a minute, though, right? Are you close?
Oh, yeah. I got a minute. Fuck
all right, cool. So I just listened to your voicemail, and I mean, I have a lot of questions. There's some layers to that voicemail that you left.
I don't even remember half of it, yo.
I mean, you talked about how the benzos messed your life up. You started them, you said 5 months ago?
Yeah, around like November, October was when I got like my own script of Klonopin. But before that, I was taking Xanax every now and then because I get them from someone in the fam just to like help with my little anxiety and my little panic that I didn't really take account of back then.
So, what were you on an ankle monitor for?
I'm currently in the process of that.
Okay.
I was in the driver's seat of a car that wasn't mine, crashed, friend passed away. This was like 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm finally getting let off Monday, but my case is still going. It's just kind of a pity thing.
Wait, so you were in the driver's seat of a car that had crashed, and your friend who was also in the car ended up passing away in that accident?
Allegedly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. Start to my adulthood. That was about when I was 17.
Wow.
I was only prescribed Adderall from then till October, but I wasn't abusing anything. I kind of just sat my fat ass in my room and ate food.
Shit. Okay. So, I mean, I guess something like that happening, it makes sense why you start, taking benzos a lot. I mean, that probably helps you deal with that, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know it at the time. That was how I was coping with everything. Like that shit, like really just kind of snatched my soul from out my fucking feet, yo.
Yeah.
Now all my money burns such a hole in my pocket. That shit sets my soul on fire. I gotta go spend it on bars or something.
How old are you?
I'm 19 right now.
Oh, you're young too.
Yeah,
you're a young dude.
I'm trying to give myself a fair shot at this adulthood shit, but it ain't going too well.
Shit. Hey, I mean, you're young enough to maybe work it out though. You're definitely young enough. If you were like 60 and did this, you're probably cooked.
Yeah, that's the only reason my body isn't. I started with just the benzos, but then it kept me. I was just hungover all fucking day, so I started taking my Adderall a lot. Got addicted to that. And then it kind of made this codependent addiction way worse, especially after I got prescribed Klonopin in like November. I was just flipping back and forth.
So when, you said outside of like obviously getting addicted to it, you also lost your relationship and your job too?
Fuck. I don't know if the job was more the Adderall or the benzos.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was just, I don't know. I got so fucking lazy out of nowhere, yo. I didn't want to do anything anymore. I don't even, like, I'm on the way to the dispensary. I don't even want to be doing this shit right now. I want to be sitting in my fucking house with nobody talking to nobody. Yeah, it's been a few days since I took my last dose. This shit's the headache, yo. This shit. Fuck. People need to warn people more. But my relationship, my apologies, I'm getting off the track here, man.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
My fucking, I was supposed to have a baby with this girl. It turned out it wasn't mine, but I didn't find out till like around October that it wasn't. After I threw the baby shower and all this shit, and I got a paternity test after he was born. Turns out it was mine. I just started getting back. That's when I really started getting into them bars heavy before I got back on the Klonopin, and I just didn't show the woman any fucking attention. Basically, kind of ruined that shit. She ain't want nothing to do with me anymore. A lot of my family don't want much to do with me anymore. Like, I think the Zans, though, they kind of made me want to do a lot of other drugs that I never really thought of doing.
I mean, Zans definitely make you reckless. They make you, you might be more down to do some crazy shit.
I ain't crashed no cars yet, though. Thank God. But they letting me off house arrest Monday, so they trying to just give me rope to hang myself with.
You're off house arrest for that incident where you were in the driver's seat of that car?
I'm off Monday. I got to go in for the order, and I'm getting it cut.
Interesting.
I'm still in trial and everything. Like, the first stipulation, so I didn't go to jail, was to have it on, but they're taking it off because it's taking so long, and I got to pay for this shit every fucking day.
So I'm curious. I'm kind of like in my head putting like a timeline together of what you're describing. So did the stuff with the issue of the baby not being yours come before the driver's seat incident?
That came after. That was this October. The whole thing with my friend happened. I got it on my arm here. The end of January 2023.
Okay, so that was a few years before. Okay.
Yeah, 2 years ago. That's kind of what.
I'm just making sure I got stuff in the right order and everything, because it sounds like that's kind of what set a lot of stuff off.
And I tried to act like I was a normal person and just ignore it, for a long time, until I took a lot of psychedelics too, which was also the Zans. I was on the Zan. I'd take a Zan, then I'd say, fuck it, let me do some Adderall. Then I'd say, fuck it, let me do some shrooms, whatever kind of ecstasy you want to call that. But
I mean,
yeah, it's just
fuck, dude.
Opened a big ass gateway for a lot of shit, yo. And I'm just like, it got me to the point where I'm like one of them blue hair bitches who think happiness ain't fucking real or some shit.
I mean, it sounds like it's been definitely a rough few years.
Yeah, I was able to lose the weight though. I think that was just the speed though. But yeah, I was mixing those uppers and downers. It was just, I don't know what it was about those benzos that gave me the balls to do everything and anything. Thank God I'm on fucking house arrest, or thank God I'm on house arrest right now. Or was while that was happening. My bad. I keep getting off the track, man.
No, you're all good. I mean, I feel like you've been pretty on track for the most part. But so, I mean, what are your plans for the future? Like, are you planning to kind of get clean and fix shit up, or like, how are you gonna navigate this?
That's what I wanted to ask you advice for, because I know you had a real hard struggle with Xanax, and it seems a lot of people who are addicted to that's all they fucking think about. They hear the word bar or football or fucking puck or anything like that, they just think straight to Xans, and it seems like it takes a hold of everybody it gets close to. And it's really back and forth, like you said. Yours was kind of just really off and on.
Yep. I mean, Xanax is a rough one, dude. Xanax is really hard to quit. It's one of the drugs that, like, to this day, I mean, it still pops in my head all the time, because it's that shit. Xanax is the devil, you know? I mean, are you in a situation where, like, you're able to smoke weed? Are you in a legal state or something?
Oh, I have a medical marijuana card. I actually got one on 16.
I'm telling you right now, that's how I quit. I mean, my advice to people is if you're in a place or a situation where you can legally like get high, dude, I just got fried out of my mind every time I was fiending, and I would just get so high I couldn't think about it anymore. You know, I would like either get so high I get tired and fall asleep, or I just get so high I'd be like almost tweaking. Like I take it so fat of a tab I get scared. You know, shit works.
Yeah,
you stop fiending for a bit. So that's how I did it. But I mean, cold turkeying is hard depending on like you can't necessarily just drop the benzos like immediately in a day. You got to like if you're really hooked on them and taking a lot, you got to be careful with that because benzo withdrawal is no joke.
It's around like I remember when I started. I was taking about 15 bars a month, and I had like a 20 milligram script, clonazepam or Klonopin, whatever you want to call it. I was mixed. I'm surprised I didn't die, yo. And then I started taking Roxy's real bad. That was like my last bender, like 3-4 weeks ago. I remember I took 7 milligrams in like one day of Zans, and I'm only like a 2-bar kind of guy. And then I was taking Percocet towards the end of the day, and then taking more Zans to go to sleep. I'm surprised I'm still here, yo.
I mean, you know, I think you should get sober. You know, I think I think you should put that effort in. It's going to be tough, but like, I think there's very clear proof that like this shit has very negatively impacted your life, and it sounds like it's probably going to keep getting worse. So like,
I fucked around, and now none of my I was on over 1,000 milligrams Adderall and 20 milligrams of Klonopin a month, and I fucked around and went through all my shit in like a week and a half, and never did that before, so I didn't know what the fuck to do for the next 3.5 weeks. Calls that I lost my meds, can't find them. Took me off all my shit cold turkey, yo. And I've been on that shit for years. And now nobody, because of my charges right now, because had medical, even though it was medical marijuana, it's still a controlled substance charge while I'm driving. So they're not doing shit. Like, they're not giving me shit. I went to 2 different psychs. Nah, you're big.
Are you able to share like what the alleged charges actually are that they're accusing you of?
They're accusing me of 3rd degree for my homie that was in the car.
Third degree what? 3rd degree
murder.
Oh,
not manslaughter, like murder. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like my brother, man.
Are they alleging that you were intoxicated when sitting in the driver's seat?
Yeah. They said there was like 3 different. There were more DUI charges that I knew existed on there, yo. Like I thought it was just DUI.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say this. No matter how it goes for you, no matter how it plays out, I think in a way you kind of owe it to your homie to get sober. I think I'm gonna say that.
This alcohol is right around the corner too. Because I have an alcohol monitor on, so where I can't drink or anything, and I'm just really nervous about.
It's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really difficult. But like, if you're able to legally smoke weed, hey. You better fucking go in that dispensary and ball out today.
I'm balling out my $20. Yeah.
There you go. Get bang for your buck. Get some pack in there.
I can get a quarter. I'm one of them deal snipers, yo.
Oh, nice. All right. So you're ready to go. You're ready to get some good stuff. Well, wow. I mean, this was honestly not what I expected out of this voicemail at all. I wish you the best of luck in getting sobriety, man. I mean, I genuinely do. I hope you achieve it, and I hope you're a
month clean off the Maddies, man. I don't. How did you not find as much joy? I'm sorry. One last question for you.
Yeah.
I just always wanted to ask you this: how did you not find as much joy in them Adderalls? Because that shit feels like pure happiness.
I don't know. I think it's because I really have like bad ADHD, so they just kind of made me focus and like worked. I didn't really get high or like enjoy it. That's probably why I didn't like him that much. But I was also taking them from like a young age, so like I don't know. They would make me like clammy and shit. It just wasn't fun for me.
That's how the Vyvanse had me. I'm already knowing. But hey, I wanted to say, yo, every fucking time, it'll be like a year that goes by, dude, and I'll keep seeing you on my For You page, yo. You know the algorithm, bro. You know how to do this shit, man. You know how this shit works. You know how to stay in the fucking eye. You know how to keeping yourself on top, yo. Like, I wanted to show my, gratitude for that. Show that you doing your shit, man. Keep going, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I hope you have a good one. Thank you for calling in and sharing.
You too, man. Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye. That was probably the darkest call we've ever gotten on this whole show. That was fucked up. That guy killed his friend in a DUI accident and, like, honestly didn't sound very, like, regretful about it. Was, like, kind of up and at him. Like, oh my God, dude. That was not at all what I thought that was going to turn into. That was fucked up. Like, wow. I just don't even, there was just a real part of me inside that just wanted to say to that guy, like, you are really fucked in the head. But also, I know at the same time, I can't, I'm not going to sit here and judge the people who call in. Call in and share your story, dude. I don't know you guys. I'm just here to give you a place to talk, and that's your guys' job to judge who calls in. But, like, wow, that was a tough call to, like, get through, honestly. Because there was points where I was just like, dude, the way he words it too. I understand he's dealing with a court case. I understand he's going to court. He can't call in and say, yeah, I fucking did this. He's going to court. But, like, dude, come on. Like, oh my God. And I'm just like, I'm genuinely, like, speechless right now. I have no idea where to even proceed after that call-in. He's got and he's only on an ankle monitor for that. Granted, it's pretrial. He's pretrial. He's out on bail. Oh my! 3rd-degree murder is what they're apparently charging him with, according to him. That's what is the? I'm gonna Google really quick, like 3rd-degree murder. I guess it changes state by state. And my keyboard sucks. Hold on. Very slowly typing in 3rd-degree murder sentences. Okay, here in Los Angeles, 3rd-degree murder is 10 to 20 years. That's, like, not that bad. 3rd-degree murder is often described as a crime of passion or an intentional killing without premeditation. I guess, okay, that would make sense in the sense of, like, if you were intoxicated, that is the intention. I think legally how it works is, like, if you get in a car intoxicated and crash it and you hurt or kill someone, it was intentional because you chose to drive intoxicated. Yeah, like, you didn't mean to crash the car, but you chose to drive it, so it's your fault. Like, it was intentional. Wow. What the fuck? That just, like, I'm genuinely speechless right now, guys. I don't even know, like, I'm looking through these other voicemails I have, and there are these other, like, much more lighthearted than that by the looks of it, voicemails. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, I just feel bad for that guy's friend's family, Like, he's out here on the ankle. They're probably so pissed. Oh, man. Wow. Fuck. I just hope he's, like, done something to properly honor his friend. I think the right thing to do is get sober, of course, but you can't just tell someone to fucking get sober. That's not how it works. They don't just, oh yeah, okay, thanks, I'll get sober now. Oh, I'm, like, disturbed. All right, let's listen to this next voicemail.
Yo, Gobs, I'm calling in about the time that I took a Xan, and then I stole my dad's four-wheeler and got the cops called on me, man. So, give me a call back if you want to hear about that one.
What a change of pace. This guy just stole his dad's four-wheeler off the Xans. Doesn't sound like he hurt anybody. Let's call him back. I want to hear it. We need something nicer now. We need something more chill.
Yo, Goblin, what's up?
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
Yo, I just listened to your voicemail. I heard you stole your dad's four-wheeler.
Yeah. Crazy story. Can you hear me fine? I'm out in the wilderness right now.
Yeah, you sound pretty good to me.
All right.
So fill me in. What happened?
Well, one night, me and my friends, I decided to take some Xanax that night, feeling a little frisky. And my friend wanted me to pick him up. It was freshman year. I didn't have a car at the time. My friend wanted me to pick him up. I said, yeah, all right. I took the four-wheeler. I drove it. I picked him up. He said that we were going to smoke a little weed. So, I took him over to the house. And to my surprise, it was not a drug dealer's house. It was his girlfriend's house, which didn't have any weed. Yeah, so that made me pretty mad. So then I went inside the house, seeing if there was any weed. Guys, there's not. I go outside. The neighbors called the cops on me whenever they see me jump the fence. So the cops pulled up.
Did they think you were like breaking in or something, or why'd they do that?
Yeah, that's exactly what they thought I was doing. The neighbors seen me and my black friend, not being racist, but jumping the fence, and called the cops on us.
Oh, so that's fucked up.
Yeah.
So the cops show up. What goes down?
The cops showed up, and me and my friend, whenever the cops pulled up, I ran back into her yard, jumped back over the fence, so the cops didn't see me. I ran to her backyard, and I see my friend. He runs up to the window. He's all freaking out. He's like, look, bro, the cops are here, because her parents didn't know that we were there. Her parents are, like, angry, like, shoot us kind of parents,
Uh-huh.
So my friend runs out of the house, jumps out the window, actually, next to her sleeping sister, because we snuck in through her sister's room. Then the cop comes through the backyard, fucking flashes a gun at us, points a gun at us, and he says, we see you, because me and my friend, we were laying down behind some, like, air vents or something. I don't know what they were. But he said, I see you, put your hands up. We got on the ground. He put us in these tight-ass handcuffs. He took us to the car, put us in the back of the car, started questioning us one by one, talking about what happened. So I don't know what my friend said, but I get out of the car. I said, man, my friend, he told me to come here. I don't know why he wanted me to come here. But, he saw that I was kind of young at the time, so the cop was my friend's dad. So he kind of let me off easy with it. He said, oh, I know you're not up to no good, because his son's a good kid. And I just said, yeah, I'm friends. He's my friend, yeah.
And all of this started just because they thought you were breaking into the girl's house?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I guess technically, in a sense, if the parents didn't want you there, you kind of were.
Yeah, but the girl gave us permission, though,
True.
And I was pissed off because there was no weed. He kind of just brought me there to fuck.
Yeah, that's lame. There needs to be at least some weed or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was sitting outside for a good 2 hours before the cops came.
So then what happened to the four-wheeler?
The four-wheeler, I had to call the cop. I was on good terms with him. So he made me call my brother, and my brother came, and he told me that I can drive the four-wheeler back, but my brother just stayed behind me. So I kind of got off easy with it. But whenever I got home, bro, my dad, he was pissed. He made me work in the fields.
Oh, shit. What kind of labor were you doing in the fields?
Well, I got home. He was angry, pissed off, yelling at me.
Yep.
I go inside. I keep falling asleep because I've been up all night at this point. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning by this point. I've been up all night. I'm dozing off on the couch while I was sitting there drinking this coffee. He says, you want to fall asleep? Well, I'll give you something that'll make you stay awake. He brought me into the fields, gave me a big old bucket of seed, and he told me, go plant these fields. Big old heavy-ass bucket. Arms were dying.
Oh, shit. That sounds like hard labor.
Oh, it definitely was. Heavy ass bucket walking up and down the field. I done it to about 4 fields, I think.
Did you ever steal his 4-wheeler again?
No, never since that day. I done it a few times before it too, but
Did you got away with it before?
yeah, I got away with it a few times. That was the first time the cops got called.
I feel like a 4-wheeler's loud though. Like how do you get away with, sneaking out with that?
Well, I live out in the country, and there's a shed about 60 feet away from my house.
Oh.
Yeah, so I crunk it up. I drove through the backyard, drove through a trail onto the road.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense actually. Damn, that's just
Yeah.
we don't have that much land here, dude.
I feel like I could have got away with it too if the cops never got called. I feel like
Yeah.
I could have done 10 more times maybe.
Damn, if only the neighbors didn't call the cops, it would have been smooth sailing. That's fucked.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, hey, thanks for calling in and sharing, bro. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, bro.
You have a good one.
You too, bro.
Yo, guys, I'm still like shell shocked from the fucking 3rd-degree murder call that we just got. I'm not gonna lie. The whole time I'm like bouncing. Like the right side of my brain is like listening and processing what this guy is saying to me. The left side of my brain is like, I just talked to a guy who just killed his homie and like didn't seem to really care that much. Like, oh my god, dude. Oh, I get it though. He can't incriminate himself. So like to an extent I genuinely understand why he was talking the way he was, but like also, dude, I mean, whoa. Just whoa. Holy fuck, man. Don't drive intoxicated, guys. You can end up in a situation like that pretty easily, honestly. Pretty fucking easily. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have plenty of more, actually. Very questionable calls today. We have a voicemail from someone named Sean here who had very little to say, but very heavy impact with his words. Let's listen.
Hey, my name is Sean, and I almost shot somebody off bars.
And he just hangs up. That's it. That's literally the whole voicemail. The Xanax makes you do some shit. I'm telling you, there is you guys who have never tried Xans out there watching this video, this is almost the perfect anti-benzo ad right here. Just listening to how bad of decisions everybody makes off this shit. We did the psychedelic episode. Everyone's like, oh, well, yeah, I was in the woods. I was tripping. Oh, yeah. Or like, I had a fun time at the birthday party, even a bad trip. It's just like, oh, yeah, I went to the hospital for the night, got out the next day, Benzos, it's like, yeah, dude, I totaled my car. Yeah, I got arrested. Yeah, I, killed my homie. The fuck, dude? But, all right, Sean, why'd you almost shoot somebody? Hello? Hello? What the fuck was that? He picks up the phone. I hear nothing, then just hangs up. All right. Okay. All right, Sean. Almost shot somebody. Okay. You know what? We're tweeting his phone number out, dude. We're tweeting his fucking phone number out, and I'm going to say that's my phone number. Now let's listen to the next voicemail. This one, I have a lot of questions.
Yo, Goblin, I want to tell you about the time that I took too many bars and fucking ratted all my homies out. And then ratted myself out.
What do you mean you took bars and ratted your homies out? You got barred out and you're just like, yo, I'm going to snitch on all my friends right now. You just call the police. You're like, yo, my friend sells Xans. I just bought some. Let's call. I'm intrigued by this one. I hope he answers. Please answer. Oh, we might be posting this guy's phone number. Ladies and gents, we're like one more ring away.
Yo.
Yo, you're on the Gobcast. You mind being recorded?
Yo, Goblin, what's up?
Yo, I just listened to your voicemail. I heard you got barred out and ratted out all your friends, dude. What happened?
Yeah, so like back in November, I was fucking taking some bars. And
Okay.
like, it was like fucking rough times. I was doing fucking bars and acid all the time. And I got so barred out. I was at school and I don't even remember how much. I don't remember the whole fucking week. And I'm on the wrestling team, so like I was like, oh, I gotta be good, you know, I'd be a better person. So I just ratted all my homies out. I went to my coaches, I was like, yeah, they're all smoking weed, you know, we gotta be better for ourselves. And it was fucking crazy. All my homies dropped me and shit. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, probably justifiably, I think, by the sounds of it. I mean, why? You just did that because you were barred out and like feeling like a hero? Or like, I don't understand. Like, why?
you know, I don't even remember low key. I was just like, you know, I wanted to better myself. And then I was like, shit, you know, I could probably fucking better them too. And I fucking just told on them. And they all dropped me. I mean, reasonably so. We're all cool now though. So it's cool. And
what was the outcome of it, like snitching wise though? Did they get in trouble?
Nah, my coaches didn't really give a fuck because they kind of knew. Like, the coaches knew we were smoking. They could tell we were high all the time. Like, I mean, fuck. It wasn't we're not very good at hiding that shit. But, no, it was fucking rough times.
So then how did you make up with your friends after that?
Time went by. I mean, fucking, after a while, we made up, you know. I was like, shit, I stopped doing the bars. And then they were like, yeah, that's good. Because they were mad I was doing bars in general. They're like, you're a druggie. And I was like, kinda. But I'm better now. Haven't done bars or nothing in a minute, so.
Oh, shit. This sounds like a crazy roto. I mean, this, like, you got this, like, describe the rest of your friend group. Because I'm picturing you're the homie, like, you get a little too fucked up, you start snitching.
My
but
homies
like,
are they're just normal stoners, you know. I mean, like, you picture just high school stoners, and then I'm kind of like more. I'll do anything once kind of guy, you know. If someone offers me something, I'll take that shit. They're not like that, you know. But
oh shit, I see. Damn. Well, hey, you know, don't snitch on your homies again. I guess that's my input there. But thanks for the call in. I appreciate the story.
Hell yeah, is it gonna be on the Gobcast?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, probably. I don't know. We'll see in a couple weeks.
That's fire. That's fire.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, bro. I appreciate
it. Hell yeah.
You have a good one.
You too, man.
I had to get out of there quick, dude. The snitch guy, I mean, I can't speak to him for too long, dude. If I slip up and say anything, he's going to fucking get barred out and tell on me. What the fuck? What kind of calls are we getting today? Listen, I'm not a judgmental guy, dude. We're just getting some fucked up people calling in. Like, yeah, I got high and told on all my friends. What? Most of the time, it's like, yo, I got high. Like, me and my friends, we were getting so lit. Like, I was meeting a good friend. Like, you're like, yada, yada, yada. The fuck kind of shit, dude? That guy probably took like a 1/4 milligram, too, and just folded immediately. He took a 1/4 milligram. His friend brought a dank vape to school. He walks over to the wrestling coach. He says, yo, Tommy has a dank vape in his bag. He's just vibing off the 1/4 milligram. He's in his head. He's like, dude, I'm going to boost my karma points. He's thinking, this is fall out in Vegas. I got to up my karma, dude. Fucking, it's like as soon as he said that to his wrestling coach, the thing popped up in the top right. Karma gained, you know? Fucking, I'm speechless at these calls today. Can we get maybe someone who's a good person to call in today? Let's listen in. We have someone here who's tired of dating bartards. This is an interesting POV about a benzo user. Let's listen in.
Hey, Goblin. I saw you were doing an episode today about benzos. I have a very brief history with them, but I was more interested in sharing my stories dating 2 bartards and the experience I quite frankly had to suffer through while with them. So yeah, give me a call back at your convenience. Bye.
Will do. Will do. I mean, I want to hear a story about this. Listen, if a girl has a Xanax habit, you shouldn't date her. They may be fun to hang out with, though, potentially. Okay? You shouldn't date anyone with a Xanax habit.
Holy shit.
Hey, you're on the Gobcast. You might be recorded?
I did not expect to get a call from the Gobcast.
Well, I'm intrigued. I mean, this is an interesting POV from your voicemail. Like, what's it like dating bartards, dude? Fill me in.
All right. So, quick little backstory. I feel like it's kind of needed.
Yep.
I had been at a low in my life, and I was like back-to-back dating like mentally ill woman, and it was probably mainly like bipolar and BPD. I'm not gonna get too into it, but anyway, this first girl, she was genuinely psychotic. She lived on a farm, and she had like drove her tractor onto the highway multiple times to try to commit suicide, and she like had like holes all in her wall because she did Xanax so much.
She tried to kill herself with a tractor?
Yes, like she hopped on the tractor.
What?
After an argument with her father, and she literally just...
Where the hell do you live?
Dude, at this time, I don't live there anymore, but I lived in Maryland, and so I used to live in the city. I used to live in like near Baltimore. But
okay.
But she was like out in like the hills, like she was in a sticks, bro. And so,
I didn't know Maryland had land like that. I'm not really familiar with the state.
No, it's a decent bit of the land, actually, believe it or not.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. And so she had like a horrible relationship with her father, and she like had no support system. She had many toxic relationships before her, and honestly, like, the only reason we started dating is because she let me hit the first time we linked. So
that's a green flag for you? You're like, yo, I'm gonna cuff her.
At the time, fuck no now, bruh. Now that I'm on my healing arc, bruh. Nah, like, you turned around, bruh. Bruh, no, and the craziest thing is that she was so crazy that she was going into the city to buy these like random ass like unlabeled carts that were like filled by her quote unquote plug, and she said that she was getting them for $5 each, and that she was getting them from the plug. And,
those were vape juice,
dude. And first of all, I don't know if she was letting the plug hit or what was going on, but she like I was like 15 at the time. This was like 5 or 6 years ago, and I didn't have any other plugs. I just started getting into weed and drugs, and so I saw a vape, and I was like, oh, okay, it's my girlfriend. She's in college. I was in high school at the time. Like, okay, and I hit this pen unknowingly, and it just felt kind of like a light buzz almost. I don't really know how to explain it, but after I did it more and more over time, I started to get really sedated from it and like really loopy. And I found out that supposedly, I don't know if it's actually possible, what she told me after we broke up was that supposedly there was oxy in this cart mixed with some Delta 8. And so I don't know like what research chemical opioid I was getting fucked up off of, but like
what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, like I can't even get into it. Like wild ass shit. But going back,
how long did you date this girl?
Dude, for like 4 months.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So then but this is just one of the 2 that you said you've dated.
Yeah, dude, not even get to like her benzo story, dude. She was always so barred out that like she genuinely wouldn't remember like the last time we hung out. She wouldn't remember arguments with her parents, and she wouldn't remember serious conversations that we would have. And she had like holes in her wall, in her doors, and new ones every time I went over because she had bar rage, and it was genuinely terrifying. And I'm grateful that she like never was super abusive towards me.
I mean, this person, I'm trying to picture this woman that you're describing, and I just can't, dude.
She's worked at
Like,
McDonald's for
suicide
5
by
years.
tractor, bartard, McDonald's employee. Like, I can't even picture this person, dude. This is nuts.
And she had like, you know what daily pay is? Yeah.
No, what the hell is that?
I'm on a phone call with my YouTuber from the podcast. Can you put on 95 minutes? Please. Sorry, my bad. I'm about to get a family dinner.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. So, I mean, how'd you break up with this girl? What happened?
So she and I took a quote unquote break because she was like genuinely like, again, mentally ill, and she couldn't handle trying to not and having a relationship at the same time. And so we took a break, and during this break I, casually started talking to other women, nothing serious. And we got back together, and she came to one of my baseball games, and so I gave her my phone while I was, batting, and all of a sudden, like, literally while I'm at the plate, I hear crying and wailing on the sidelines. And so after I'm not going to lie, I struck out. I went back to the bench, and I go to see what's going on, and she was, like, yelling at me and, like, literally, like, trying to come at me. My dad had to hold her back because she saw me talking to other women, and she went crazy and called me a cheating, and, like, she, like, texted all of my family that I was, like, cheating and that I was a man whore. Like, it was absolutely insane, but we didn't talk after that. And also,
so have you ever spoken to her again since this breakup?
Yeah. I tried to get closure. Like, I tried to, like, reconcile and be like, hey, like,
you wanted closure in this situation.
Well, not really closure, but I just wanted to make sure that she was alive, quite frankly. And I went back, and I was like, hey, like, how are you doing? Like, are you doing okay? And she didn't even remember me.
Damn, that had to be a blow. That had to hurt, low key.
Not really, because it was a shitty ass relationship. It was toxic. It was terrible. We didn't love each other.
Damn. Well, I mean, hopefully she gets some help and stays off tractors.
Hopefully,
that would be good. Well, Sam, what's up with the other one?
So this other one was this girl in my neighborhood who went to my high school that I didn't even know up until like the last year of my junior year. And she and I started hanging out after school, and I learned that, her parents weren't home and that they were at work after school. So I was like popping over there pretty much every day, cracking it, And so after shit got like entangled, we got intertwined and shit. We started dating like without a label per se.
Okay.
And I had learned that she had gone to school this past school year almost every day on multiple tabs of acid. And she's already diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And she apparently had severe type 1 HPPD diagnosed. And every time we would get in an argument or something would go wrong or she would get stressed out, like have a flashback from whatever trauma, because she was also in a trap. This is like a little white girl living in the suburbs, by the way. So she would like literally like zone out, and she would just like freeze. And like after I'd get her attention after like 2 minutes, she would say like she genuinely was like seeing things in the street, and like the asphalt in the street would like transform into things, or like the wall would like start morphing and like look like a staticky screen almost, and like she gets like pulled into it almost. And also she would have like these psychotic episodes where she would think like these creatures are coming after her. She'd be pacing around her living room like things like these creatures are coming out of her vents or her toilets or any opening in the house. And she would like start doing rituals, like walking around her house 4 times in order to try to like clear out all the demons. Like, she was genuinely insane. And she also, again, was a bartard. And so not only was she doing acid, but she was also on the Xannies. And keep in mind, this school year, she had straight A's. I don't know how she pulled that off, but she had straight A's. And so
that's impressive.
I don't. She said she doesn't even. She doesn't remember any of her school days, and yet she's still cracking straight A's. Like, that's crazy.
That is impressive.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she proved it too, and I couldn't say shit because I was not in the same position. But she, every time she would like have like a manic episode and she would like down like 5, 6, 7 bars, she would have photos in her hidden camera roll of like satanic rituals, like blood rituals with like,
oh no,
yeah, like blood in the sink with like pentagrams written down, like chanting, like her like looking into the camera with like blood smeared in her face. Like,
you gotta stay away from that woman.
Yeah, no, thank God I moved soon after that, and it's been no contact with her. And dude, not gonna lie, I was her plug, and she sent me like $150 after we broke up and was like, "Yo, can you get me 2 G's?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got you." And I moved away, and I got a new phone number. I used to wipe that shit.
Oh, you ran off on her, no,
dude, bruh. Like, you
oh,
won't remember it.
I guess, yeah, you're probably right there. You're probably right there.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I mean, I hope you date better women now. Is my
yeah, no,
my
absolutely.
input there.
I'm in a healthy relationship. Therapy work.
That's great.
I'm on arc. Hell yeah. Also,
that's great. That's great.
Also, real quick, I actually tried to reach you a while ago because my high school that I went to, it's near here in Florida. It's called Actually, I probably shouldn't say that. Can you blur that out?
Yeah, we can bleep that.
I appreciate that. But it's a high school in Florida, and it's bad down here. Like, again, I came here from, yeah. I got you. So, again, I came from Maryland. I came down here. It's rancid, bro. Bitches are trashy, dealing drugs in the bathroom, like doing like crack on the toilet. Like, it's bad. Like, they got foil in the bathroom all the time. Like, it's wild.
Not
like,
the crack on the toilet.
Yeah, and so
no.
they said that they needed a guest speaker to talk to the students about drugs, and I tried to get a friend's brother that goes there to plug you, and I sent you an email about it. So
well, yeah, I don't think I saw that one, but I'll definitely check it out after the show.
Oh yeah, I think it was your business one, but like if you trying to plug that shit, make a video out of it.
It definitely sounds interesting. Hey, I appreciate the call. Thank you for calling in. You hit that family dinner up. It sounds like you gotta go.
Yeah, bro. I'm a big fan. I love you. I watch your videos all the time. Have a great day, bro.
You too, man. Have a good one.
Peace out.
Bye-bye. Oh man, yeah, that was so funny the way that he just kept getting interrupted, and like you could just very faintly in the background hear like, "Are you ready to go?" Like something along those lines. I didn't get word for word, but what a set of calls that we've taken today. I mean, guys, I'm just gonna say these past few weeks we've done a couple different like types of drug topics. You know, we've done psychs, we've done stims. Now we're on benzos. These calls are. Okay. Also, I do want to say, kind of off topic, I'm still trying to picture the tractor girl and I can't do it. That sounds like a character I would create on like The Sims, dude. That's not a real person. Like that, like that's some real like Farmville shit, dude. Suicide. But how do you even do that with a tractor? Like driving on the road. Like how fast? What's the top speed of a tractor? Nowadays they're probably pretty fast, dude. Those little John Deere ones. I bet they're pretty quick. Hold on. I'm gonna Google it. Tractor. Oh, wait, hold on. Keyboard sucks. Tractor top. God damn it. Speed. This is the worst keyboard ever, dude. Around 25 miles an hour for a standard tractor. But some specialized models, like the JCB Fast Track, can reach much higher speeds, even exceeding 135 miles per hour. What the kind of tractor. What does that even do? What are you tractoring with that? Like, what? Dude, I can't believe it. I want to drive that to work, dude. I want to drive that here every day. Imagine getting spliffed by a tractor on the highway. You like see a tractor getting on, you try to cut them off. You're thinking like, oh, this slow, and then he just absolutely smokes the shit out of you. That would be kind of embarrassing. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, that would embarrass me for sure. That would really embarrass me. But guys, I think we're going to call it here. I'm disturbed about the third-degree murder call earlier. I'm going to go take some time to like reflect upon that call. Don't get intoxicated and drive, everybody. Drop a like if you enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't subbed yet, seriously, what are you waiting for? Drop a sub. We're trying to get to 250K. Thank you all for the love. Thank you all for the support. Wow, I am like shell-shocked today. Holy fuck, dude. You guys live some interesting lives. Have a good one, everybody.
You can now watch the Gobcast in 4K uncensored exclusively on Spotify.